Hello there. Why is this car called the Demon? Well, because it nearly looks like one, is fast as hell, and is simply demonic on the streets. How can this be possible or legal, you ask? We will go over that in a minute. Please welcome today's special guest, the Dodge Challenger Demon. This thing, I don't know how else to call it, is the top of the range production car you can get. The engine might sound familiar, but the output doesn't. The Demon is pushed by a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 with an astonishing 808 horsepower. That number will go up to 840 horsepower if you put racing fuel in. You even have a button inside to activate the racing fuel mode, so everything is a bit more aggressive and fine-tuned. The 8-speed automatic gearbox must put the entire 972 Nm of torque through the tires onto the road. This reminds me of the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, which has only 707 horsepower but puts out 1100 Nm of torque. So the Demon is 100 horsepower stronger than the Trackhawk but lacks a few Nm of torque. But we forgive him, because the Demon is lighter for sure, and therefore quicker. Just how quick, you will see in a minute. But if you want to see what this engine can do in a big heavy SUV, by the way 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, then click here. Other than the Trackhawk, the Dodge Demon is rear-wheel drive only, and therefore the Demon often struggles with traction. I should even say nearly always. Actually, before you buy a Demon, you have to sign something, a waiver someone said it was called. And by doing that, you acknowledge the fact that the tires are not to be used in heavy rain or below 15 degrees Fahrenheit, that's like minus 10 degrees Celsius. But look at those drag slicks. How is this street legal? They have a few grooves in them for the smallest amount of rainwater, but you see it right away. These tires are made for drag racing. But they are legal to drive on the road, even with the tiny demon looking guy on them. But that's not the only thing that is written in this waiver. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff. But just to mention a few, you can actually buy this car without a passenger seat. But when you do that, you can never put one in, because then they remove everything, the seatbelt holder plus seatbelt obviously, the tracks for the seat and everything else to reduce the weight. Or that you swear on your life that you will never ever use any drag/racing features on public roads. Now back to the fun part. I haven't said yet how fast it is, have I? 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. Just let that sink in for a second. And that isn't even the end. With the right settings and some lovely race fuel, a solid 2.1 seconds is possible. And the quarter mile, 402 meters, is often more shocking. And the quarter mile, 402 meters, is even more shocking. So just to give you an idea what normal hypercar numbers look like. A LaFerrari does the quarter mile in 9.8 seconds. And so does the over €1 million Porsche 918 Spyder. And the Demon for only $85,000 does it in 9.65 seconds. Therefore, it should be obvious that this car has achieved what others only dream of. It is the fastest production car ever. And considering that the car is pretty heavy, namely 1941 kilos, it's even more impressive. The next fact I believe you could already tell in the beginning. The Dodge Demon was specifically built to drag race. What a surprise. The sound of course is amazing. This means aggressive sound, even though there is a soft limiter. At around 4500 RPM when standing. This car even has a line lock. That's to warm up the tires, so it will brake automatically and you give it full throttle. And it will do the most spectacular burnout of all time. Pretty nice feature. Did you notice or did you know that there is not a single place where it says Demon on this car? You only have the Demon heads, the logo on the sides, and here on the engine. And that's okay, because if you see this, or better if you hear this car, you will know that this isn't your standard 200 horsepower Challenger. A speciality that no other car has or needs is the fact that the Demon uses the air conditioning fluid to cool off the engine when in drag mode. That's really good, because round after round the engine heats itself up and the power diminishes. Let's go over the front. It seems like the Demon has 4 headlights, but the inside ones are actually fake. Okay, the ring outside is an actual LED. But the middle is free, and so the engine can suck in even more air and it still looks cool. By the way, inside there they also put a tiny demon logo. A giant front splitter, looks good. And actually the front will lift off the ground when you do a full pull. And that brings us to our next fact. The demon, like mentioned before, is specially made for drag racing. But in the US, it's actually illegal to drag race, because if the car runs the quarter mile in under 10 seconds, a roll cage is required by law. So just lift up the throttle at the last moment to stay over 10 seconds. For more professional drag racing tips, consider subscribing to the channel. You have the option to get the black trimmed version of the demon, and I would totally consider the package, because it looks amazing. Then the hood, the roof and the trunk are all black. And lastly, the only place where it actually says demon, a quite unusual place, inside on the air outtake on the passenger side. There is the number of the car plus the name. That's it? Don't I have another fact about this monster? Sadly no. I would love to talk to you for another hour about this car. Actually, I would like to own the demon myself. Better keep working, I guess. As always, I ask you to leave your opinions and ideas. Hope you have enjoyed the video, stay positive, stay hungry, and as always, keep it floored.